Productivity is not about working harder. It is about using your brain in the smartest way possible. Every day, people struggle with distractions, low energy, and tasks that never seem to get done. You may feel frustrated, overwhelmed, or stuck, and it can seem like no matter how much effort you put in, progress is slow. The truth is your brain has rules that, when followed, can completely change the way you work, think, and achieve. These rules are not complicated or mysterious. They are practical, proven, and something you can start applying today. This guide will teach you 10 brain rules that will multiply your productivity. You will learn how to focus fully on the tasks that matter, train your mind to avoid distractions, and build habits that make success automatic. You will discover ways to strengthen mental discipline, tackle deep work with clarity, and turn negative thoughts into fuel for action. You will also learn how to design a morning routine that energizes you. Prioritize the tasks that create the biggest results. Protect your energy so you can stay at your best all day. And commit to consistent growth without excuses. Each chapter is full of clear, actionable steps you can take immediately. You will see practical ways to structure your day, organize your tasks, and manage your attention. You will feel more in control, more focused, and more capable. You will notice your energy increasing, your thinking becoming sharper, and your ability to get things done improving faster than you thought possible. This is not about quick tricks or temporary bursts of effort. It is about real change that builds over time. By applying these principles consistently, you will strengthen your mind, sharpen your focus, and move toward your goals with confidence and efficiency. Every day becomes an opportunity to take control of your productivity and grow into the person you want to become. By the time you finish this guide, you will have a full understanding of how your brain works, how to manage your attention and energy, and how to turn disciplined effort into consistent, measurable results. You will have the tools to take immediate action, the motivation to keep going, and the clarity to focus on what truly matters. This is a roadmap for anyone who wants to stop spinning their wheels and start achieving real results. If you are ready to take control of your mind, maximize your focus, and multiply your productivity, this guide will show you exactly how to do it. Each brain rule is designed to make your work easier, your thinking clearer, and your progress unstoppable. By applying these strategies, you can improve every day, get more done, and reach your goals faster than you ever thought possible. Your brain is capable of more than you realize. It just needs structure, guidance, and consistent practice. By following the 10 rules in this guide, you will train your mind to work with you instead of against you. You will develop habits that make achievement automatic, protect your energy for what matters, and approach every task with focus and confidence. This is your opportunity to change the way you work, think, and live. By applying these brain rules, you will take control of your productivity, improve your daily results, and create a foundation for long-term success. Every page, every step, every action in this guide is designed to help you grow, take action, and make progress that lasts. You are about to learn how to think smarter, work more efficiently, and achieve more than ever before. This is the start of a process that will give you control, clarity, and consistency. By applying these principles daily, your productivity will increase, your habits will improve, and your life will shift toward the results you want. These 10 brain rules are practical, actionable, and designed to create real change. If you are ready to put in the effort and follow through, your results will multiply and your potential will be fully unlocked. Chapter 1. Take full control of your daily focus. The quality of your life is shaped by what you choose to focus on each day. Focus is not a talent that only a few possess. It is a decision repeated hour by hour. It is a discipline that grows stronger when you treat it with respect. Your brain is powerful, but it does not decide what matters. You do. If you do not take control of your daily focus, the world will take it for you. Notifications, opinions, fear, noise, and endless demands will direct your attention, and your energy will scatter. When your attention scatters, your results weaken. When your attention sharpens, your results multiply. Focus is the gatekeeper of productivity. It determines whether your time builds your future or disappears without trace. Every day you wake up with a limited supply of mental energy. You cannot give full effort to everything. The brain cannot hold deep concentration on multiple important tasks at once. When you try, performance drops, errors increase, stress rises. The solution is not to work longer. The solution is to focus better. Taking full control of your daily focus begins with one clear truth. Attention is a resource. Treat it as something valuable. Guard it, invest it wisely. Spend it on what truly matters. Spend it on what truly matters. If you treat attention casually, you lose control. If you treat it like money or health, you become deliberate. The first practical step is to define what deserves your focus before the day begins. Most people wake up and react. They check messages. They scroll. They respond to small requests. Their mind is already fragmented before they begin real work. Instead, decide the night before what your main focus will be tomorrow. Choose one major outcome that, if completed, makes the day meaningful. Write it down clearly. Not vague ideas, not broad goals. A specific task. Finish the report. Study one chapter. Complete the workout. Build one part of the project. When you wake up, your brain seeks direction. If you do not provide it, it will look for stimulation. Screens provide stimulation. Drama provides stimulation. Distraction feels easier than disciplined focus because it requires less effort, but easy choices weaken long-term strength. Discipline strengthens. In the morning, protect your first hour. The brain is fresh. Willpower is strongest. That hour sets the tone for the rest of the day. Do not give it away to noise. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Breathe slowly. Remind yourself of the one main task. Visualize yourself working on it with full concentration. Picture the feeling of finishing it. This simple mental rehearsal primes your brain. It prepares your attention like an athlete warming up before competition. Focus is not only about what you do, it is also about what you refuse to do. Each time you say yes to a distraction, you say no to your priorities. Begin noticing the small leaks in your attention. How often do you check your phone without purpose? How often do you switch between tasks? Each switch carries a mental cost. Your brain needs time to re-enter deep concentration. That lost time accumulates. Train yourself to work in focus blocks. Choose a specific time frame, perhaps 45 to 90 minutes, and commit to working on one task only. During this period, remove all possible interruptions. Silence notifications. Close unnecessary tabs. Put your phone out of sight. The mind calms when options are limited. When you remove the possibility of distraction, you reduce internal debate. Less debate means more focus. At first, discomfort appears. The urge to check something will arise. The mind will look for escape. This is normal. It is not weakness. It is habit. Habits form through repetition. If you have trained your brain to seek constant stimulation, it will resist stillness. Stay steady. Observe the urge without acting on it. Within minutes, the mind settles. Concentration deepens. You begin to feel momentum. This is the state where meaningful work happens. Another powerful principle is clarity. The brain struggles to focus when instructions are unclear. If you sit down to work and think, "I need to make progress," your mind will wander because the task lacks definition. Instead, break work into precise actions. Instead of writing a book, outline chapter 1. Instead of getting fit, complete 30 minutes of strength training. Specific actions create clear targets. Clear targets sharpen attention. Energy also influences focus. A tired brain cannot sustain attention for long. It is not a luxury. It is a requirement for cognitive control. When you sleep well, your brain regulates impulses more effectively. You resist distraction more easily. Protect your sleep as seriously as you protect your schedule. Limit late-night screen exposure. Keep a consistent bedtime. A disciplined evening leads to a focused morning. Nutrition and movement matter as well. Heavy meals can slow thinking. Dehydration reduces alertness. Long hours of sitting drain mental energy. A short walk can restore clarity. Physical care supports mental control. Your environment shapes your focus more than you realize. A cluttered desk creates subtle tension. Noise pulls attention. Organize your workspace. Keep only essential items within sight. If possible, designate one location specifically for deep work. When you sit there, your brain associates the space with concentration. This builds a mental trigger. Over time, simply entering that space signals your mind to focus. Internal distractions can be more powerful than external ones. Worry, doubt, and unfinished tasks linger in the background of your mind. They consume attention even when you try to ignore them. To clear mental space, practice daily reflection. At the end of the day, write down incomplete tasks. Plan when you will address them. This reassures the brain that nothing is forgotten. It reduces mental noise. Focus also requires emotional discipline. Strong emotions hijack attention. Anger, fear, jealousy, and comparison scatter your mind. A Stoic approach teaches that you cannot control everything around you, but you can control your response. When something frustrating happens, pause, breathe slowly. Ask yourself whether this event deserves your energy. Most distractions are minor. They feel urgent but are not important. Choose calm over reaction. Calm preserves focus. Your attention follows your values. If you claim that growth matters, but spend hours on trivial content, your actions contradict your words. Align daily behavior with long-term goals. Review your larger vision weekly. Remind yourself why your work matters. Purpose strengthens focus because it adds meaning to effort. When effort has meaning, discipline feels worthwhile. Technology is a powerful tool, but without boundaries, it controls you. Decide a specific times for checking messages and social platforms. Do not check them randomly. When you work, work fully. When you rest, rest fully. Mixing the two weakens both. Create digital rules and follow them strictly. Discipline in small habits builds strength in larger ones. Learn to say no with confidence. Every commitment consumes time and attention. Before accepting new tasks, ask whether they support your main goals. If they do not, decline politely. Protecting your focus sometimes means disappointing others. That discomfort is temporary. The regret of wasted potential lasts longer. Another key practice is single tasking. Multitasking feels productive, but it fragments attention. The brain switches rapidly between tasks rather than handling them simultaneously. This switching reduces efficiency and increases mistakes. Train yourself to complete one task before moving to the next. Finishing creates momentum. Momentum fuels motivation. Track your focused hours. Awareness drives improvement. At the end of each day, estimate how many hours were spent in true concentration. Be honest. Over time, aim to increase this number gradually. Do not chase unrealistic targets. Consistency matters more than intensity. 2 to 4 hours of deep focus daily can transform your results if sustained over months. Guard your mental input. What you consume shapes your thoughts. Constant exposure to negative news, arguments, or shallow content drains attention and increases anxiety. Choose content that educates and strengthens you. Limit exposure to noise. Your mind deserves quality input. Practice mindfulness. Spend a few minutes daily observing your breath. When thoughts arise, notice them without judgment and return to the breath. This simple exercise trains attention. It strengthens your ability to redirect focus during work. Attention is like a muscle. It grows with use. Expect resistance. Some days focus will feel natural. Other days, it will feel heavy. Do not judge yourself harshly. Discipline means acting even when motivation is low. Sit down and begin anyway. Often the hardest part is starting. Once you begin, momentum. Remember that focus is not about perfection. It is about progress. Even small improvements in attention create large results over time. If you reduce daily distractions by 1 hour, that becomes 7 hours a week. Over a year, that becomes hundreds of hours invested in growth. Respect your limits. After intense focus, schedule recovery. Short breaks renew energy. Step outside. Breathe fresh air. Allow your mind to rest. Controlled recovery prevents burnout and preserves long-term productivity. Choose deliberate thoughts. When your mind drifts to self-doubt, redirect it. Replace thoughts like "I cannot concentrate" with "I am training my focus daily." Identity shapes behavior. If you see yourself as disciplined, you act accordingly. Reinforce that identity through consistent action. Focus is freedom. When you control your attention, you control your direction. You decide what grows in your life. Distractions lose power. External chaos loses influence. You become intentional. You become intentional. Each morning presents a new opportunity to practice this rule. Set your priority. Protect your time. Remove distractions. Work deeply. Reflect honestly. Over weeks and months, this discipline compounds. Projects finish, skills sharpen, confidence grows. There will always be noise in the world. There will always be demands. But your attention is yours. No one can steal it without your permission. Take responsibility for it. Treat it with seriousness. Train it patiently. When you master your focus, productivity increases naturally, not through frantic effort, but through calm precision. You stop reacting and start creating. You stop drifting and start directing. You build a life aligned with your values. Stand firm in this discipline. Do not chase every opportunity. Choose the right ones. Do not follow every thought. Guide them. Do not fear boredom. Embrace it as a doorway to deeper concentration. The person who controls attention controls results. Control your focus today. Guard it tomorrow. Strengthen it every week. Over time, this single rule multiplies everything you do. Your work improves. Your mind becomes sharper. Your confidence becomes unshakable. Take full control of your daily focus, and you take full control of your direction. In that control lies power. In that power lies progress. And in that progress lies the life you are capable of building through steady, disciplined attention.
Chapter 2. Train your brain to eliminate distractions. Distraction is not an accident. It is a trained response. Every time you interrupt your own work to check something unnecessary, your brain records that behavior. Every time you escape a difficult task by reaching for quick stimulation, you reinforce a pattern. Over time, this pattern becomes automatic. You begin to feel restless when things are quiet. You struggle to sit with one task. You mistake constant activity for progress. If you want to multiply your productivity, you must retrain your brain. You must teach it that depth is rewarding and distraction is not. Your brain follows the path of least resistance. It prefers what feels easy and immediately satisfying. Notifications, short videos, random browsing, and quick conversations deliver small bursts of pleasure. They require little effort. Focused work, on the other hand, demands energy. It asks you to think deeply, solve problems, and tolerate temporary discomfort. The brain will naturally lean toward what feels lighter unless you guide it with discipline. Training your brain begins with awareness. You cannot eliminate distractions you do not recognize. For one full day, observe your habits closely. Notice when your attention drifts. Notice what triggers the drift. Is it boredom, stress, fatigue, or a challenging task? Write these moments down. Patterns will appear. You might discover that you reach for your phone when work becomes complex. You might notice that you open new tabs when a decision feels uncertain. Awareness turns unconscious behavior into conscious choice. Once you see the pattern, interrupt it. The moment you feel the urge to distract yourself, pause. Do not act immediately. Take one slow breath. Ask yourself a direct question. Is this action moving me forward or pulling me away? This short pause creates space between impulse and behavior. That space is where control lives. Each time you resist the urge, even for a few seconds, you weaken the old habit. Your environment plays a powerful role in distraction. If your phone is within reach, you will check it more often. If your workspace is surrounded by noise, your attention will fragment. Make distraction physically inconvenient. Place your phone in another room during deep work sessions. Turn off non-essential notifications completely. Clear your desk of items that invite idle attention. Design your surroundings to support discipline instead of testing it. The brain responds strongly to visual cues. When it sees a device, it anticipates stimulation. Removing visual triggers reduces temptation. Keep your workspace simple and clean. A clear surface promotes a clear mind. Small environmental changes create large behavioral shifts over time. Another essential strategy is to define boundaries for communication. Many people live in constant response mode. Every message feels urgent. Every email demands immediate attention. This reactive mindset destroys concentration. Instead, schedule specific times to check and respond to messages. Outside those windows, give yourself permission to ignore them. The world rarely collapses because of a delayed reply. Protecting your focus is not selfish. It is responsible. Your brain also needs training in tolerating discomfort. Distraction often appears when a task feels mentally heavy. Instead of escaping, practice staying present with the difficulty. When a problem feels complex, break it into smaller steps. Focus only on the next action, not the entire challenge. Tell yourself to work for 10 more minutes before considering a break. Most of the time, once you begin, resistance decreases. Reward deep focus consciously. After completing a focus session, acknowledge the effort. Stand up, stretch, take a brief walk. Allow a short moment of rest. This teaches your brain that sustained attention leads to positive outcomes. Over time, it begins to associate concentration with satisfaction rather than strain. Sleep deprivation increases distractibility. When you are tired, your brain seeks easy stimulation to stay alert. Prioritize consistent rest. Establish a fixed bedtime. Reduce screen exposure before sleep. A well-rested mind resists impulse more effectively than an exhausted one. Physical movement sharpens mental clarity. Long hours of sitting slow cognitive performance. Incorporate short activity breaks between work sessions. Even a few minutes of stretching or walking increases blood flow and refreshes focus. The body and brain are connected. Care for one to strengthen the other. Mindfulness meditation strengthens attention control. Sit quietly for 5 minutes each day. Focus on your breathing. When your thoughts wander, gently bring them back to the breath. This simple practice strengthens the neural pathways responsible for focus. Over weeks, you will notice improved ability to redirect attention during work. Set clear intentions before beginning any task. State internally what you are about to do and how long you will do it. This signals commitment. Vague effort leads to wandering attention. Clear intention creates structure. Structure supports discipline. Limit multitasking completely. The brain does not truly handle multiple demanding tasks at once. It switches rapidly between them, losing efficiency each time. Finish one task before starting another. Close unused applications. Silence background media unless it directly supports your work. Silence creates mental space. Guard your mental diet. Continuous exposure to chaotic or trivial information trains your brain to crave novelty. Choose input carefully. Read books that challenge you. Listen to content that strengthens thinking. Reduce consumption of material designed only to entertain briefly. What you repeatedly consume shapes your attention span. Stress is another hidden source of distraction. When overwhelmed, the mind searches for escape. Address stress directly. Write down your worries. Identify which ones you can control and which you cannot. Take action on the controllable. Release the rest. A calm mind concentrates better than an anxious one. Set clear daily limits for digital entertainment. Decide in advance how much time you will spend on non-essential browsing. Use timers if necessary. When the time ends, stop immediately. Consistency in small rules builds confidence in larger commitments. Distraction often thrives in unstructured time. Plan your day intentionally. Assign tasks to specific time blocks. This reduces the mental question of what to do next, which often leads to wandering. When you know exactly what you should be working on, you eliminate unnecessary decision-making. Build tolerance for silence. Many people fill every moment with sound or stimulation. Practice working without background noise occasionally. Learn to sit quietly during breaks. Silence strengthens mental endurance. Hold yourself accountable. At the end of each day, reflect honestly. Where did distraction win? Where did you maintain control? This reflection is not for guilt. It is for improvement. Adjust strategies based on what you learn. Remember that eliminating distraction is not about removing all enjoyment. It is about choosing the right time for it. Leisure becomes more satisfying when it follows disciplined effort. Work becomes more effective when it is undisturbed. You are not powerless against distraction. Your brain adapts to whatever you practice. If you practice scattered attention, it becomes your default. If you practice sustained focus, that becomes natural. Change does not happen in a single day. It happens through repeated, consistent effort. There will be moments when you fail. You will catch yourself scrolling without purpose. You will interrupt your own progress. Do not react with frustration. Simply return to the task. The speed at which you recover from distraction matters more than avoiding it completely. Each time you choose focus over impulse, you strengthen self-respect. You prove to yourself that you can control your behavior. This builds confidence that extends beyond productivity into every area of life. Train your brain deliberately. Remove triggers. Build structure, strengthen discipline. Reward progress, reflect daily. Over time, distractions lose their grip. Your mind becomes steady. Your work becomes deeper. Your results become stronger. A distracted mind lives in reaction. A trained mind lives in intention. Choose intention. Train your brain patiently and firmly. With repetition, concentration becomes your standard. Productivity rises not because you work endlessly, but because you work without interruption. Chapter 3. Build powerful habits that automate success. Success is rarely the result of one dramatic decision. It is usually the outcome of repeated actions performed daily without debate. Habits remove the need for constant motivation. They reduce the number of decisions you must make. They conserve mental energy for higher level thinking. When your behavior becomes automatic, progress becomes steady. This is how productivity multiplies, not through bursts of inspiration, but through systems that run even when you feel average. Every day your brain looks for efficiency. It prefers routines because routines require less effort than constant choice. When you repeat an action in the same context, your brain begins to wire that pattern deeply. Over time, the action becomes easier. Eventually, it feels strange not to do it. This is the power of habit. It shifts behavior from effortful to automatic. Look closely at your current habits. They are already shaping your results. The question is whether they are serving you or limiting you. Waking up late, delaying important tasks, eating poorly, skipping planning sessions, or working without structure are all automated patterns. They may feel normal, but normal does not mean beneficial. If you want different results, you must build different routines. Start small. Massive changes rarely last. Choose one habit that would create measurable improvement in your productivity. Make it specific and realistic. Instead of saying you will transform your entire life, commit to writing for 20 minutes daily, exercising 3 times per week, or reviewing goals every evening. Precision creates clarity. Clarity increases consistency. Anchor new habits to existing routines. The brain links behaviors more easily when they are attached to something familiar. For example, after brushing your teeth, review your daily plan. After finishing lunch, take a 10-minute walk. After shutting down your computer, prepare tomorrow's priority list. This technique reduces resistance because the cue already exists. Consistency matters more than intensity. Doing a small action every day is more powerful than doing a large action occasionally. Repetition builds identity. When you act consistently, you begin to see yourself differently. You are no longer someone trying to be disciplined. You are someone who follows through. That shift in identity strengthens future behavior. Track your habits visually. Use a simple calendar or notebook. Mark each day you complete the action. Watching the chain grow creates satisfaction. You will feel motivated to protect your progress. This is not about perfection. If you miss a day, resume immediately. Do not allow one lapse to become a pattern. Remove friction from good habits. Prepare your environment in advance. If you want to read more, place a book on your desk. If you want to exercise in the morning, lay out your clothes at night. If you want to write daily, Keep your notebook open and ready. The easier it is to begin, the more likely you will continue. Increase friction for unhelpful habits. If certain behaviors weaken your productivity, make them inconvenient. Delete unnecessary apps. Store distractions out of reach. Limit access during work hours. Small barriers interrupt automatic behavior long enough for conscious choice to return. Reward progress wisely. Acknowledge completion of habits with positive reinforcement. The reward does not need to be large. A short break, a walk outside, or a moment of reflection is enough. The brain learns quickly when effort leads to satisfaction. Understand that habits shape your mental state as much as your schedule. A morning planning routine increases clarity. A regular exercise routine strengthens resilience. A daily review builds awareness. These patterns create stability. Stability reduces stress and improves decision-making. Build habits that support energy management. Productivity depends on sustained energy. Establish consistent sleep patterns. Schedule movement into your week. Drink water regularly. Eat balanced meals. These actions may seem simple, but they influence mental performance profoundly. Create a weekly review habit. Once per week, evaluate what worked and what did not. Adjust accordingly. This practice prevents stagnation. It ensures that your habits remain aligned with your goals. Protect your habits from emotional fluctuations. Some days you will feel motivated. Other days you will not. Habits remove the need to negotiate with mood. When the time arrives, you act because it is what you do, not because you feel like doing it. This discipline strengthens character. Avoid overloading yourself with too many changes at once. Focus on 1 or 2 key habits until they feel natural. Once stabilized, introduce another. Gradual expansion ensures sustainability. Visualize long-term impact. Imagine the result of performing a habit daily for 1 year. The small effort accumulates. Skills sharpen. Confidence grows. Results compound. This perspective reinforces patience. Build a habit of preparation. At the end of each workday, organize your workspace and outline the next day's priority. This reduces morning hesitation and creates immediate momentum. Cultivate a reading habit. Even 10 pages per day expose you to new ideas consistently. Knowledge builds gradually. Over time, it changes your thinking and improves decisions. Develop a habit of reflection before sleep. Ask yourself what you did well and what you can improve tomorrow. Honest reflection strengthens self-awareness and responsibility. Guard your self-talk. Make it a habit to speak internally with clarity and firmness. Replace excuses with direct statements of action. This trains your mind to prioritize responsibility over comfort. Celebrate discipline quietly. You do not need public recognition. The real reward is internal growth. Confidence built through private consistency is strong and lasting. Recognize that automation does not remove choice entirely. You still decide which habits to create. Choose wisely. Align them with your deeper values and long-term objectives. Expect resistance during the early phase. New behaviors feel unfamiliar. Continue anyway. The discomfort fades as repetition builds familiarity. Surround yourself with people who respect discipline. Environment influences behavior. Being around focused individuals strengthens your own standards. Avoid comparing your progress with others. Measure improvement against your previous self. Steady personal growth matters more than external competition. Commit to long-term thinking. Habits operate quietly in the background. Their impact may not appear dramatic at first. Trust the process. Remain consistent. Understand that powerful habits create freedom. When productive actions become automatic, your mind is free to innovate, solve complex problems, and pursue meaningful work. You are not controlled by circumstances. You are shaped by what you repeatedly do. Choose actions that align with excellence. Repeat them until they define you. Automation is not about becoming robotic. It is about conserving willpower for what truly requires creativity and thought. When the basics run smoothly, you have space for higher achievement. Build habits that serve your future self. Act today in a way that tomorrow you will respect. Small disciplined actions performed daily transform identity and results. Success becomes natural when your daily routines support it. Construct them carefully, protect them firmly, strengthen them patiently. Over time, you will look back and realize that what once required effort now feels normal. That is the quiet power of habit. Chapter 4. Strengthen mental discipline through small wins. Mental discipline is not built in moments of intensity. It is built in moments that seem ordinary. It grows quietly when you choose what is right instead of what is easy. Many people wait for a dramatic breakthrough to change their lives. They look for a surge of motivation or a powerful turning point. Real strength develops differently. It forms when you win the small battles that appear throughout your day. Your brain is constantly evaluating evidence about who you are. Each action sends a signal. When you delay important work, you teach your mind that comfort comes first. When you follow through on a simple commitment, you teach your mind that discipline matters. These signals accumulate. Over time, they shape your identity. Small wins are powerful because they provide consistent evidence that you can trust yourself. Start by lowering the scale of your challenges without lowering your standards. If your goal feels overwhelming, break it down until the first step feels manageable. Instead of aiming to completely transform your routine overnight, begin with one controlled action. Wake up when your alarm rings without pressing snooze. Make your bed immediately. Drink a glass of water before touching your phone. These actions seem minor, but they set a tone of control. Completing a small task early in the day creates momentum. The brain responds positively to completion. It releases a sense of progress that encourages further action. Momentum reduces hesitation. When you experience a quick success, you are more likely to attempt another productive task. This chain reaction strengthens discipline gradually. Discipline is not about harsh self-punishment. It is about consistency. Choose daily actions that are challenging enough to require effort, but realistic enough to complete reliably. If the task is too difficult, you risk failure and discouragement. If it is too easy, it does not build strength. Find the middle ground where effort is required but success is achievable. Keep promises to yourself. If you decide to study for 30 minutes, complete the full session. If you commit to a workout, finish it fully. Integrity with yourself builds confidence. When you repeatedly prove that your word matters, your self-respect increases. That respect becomes fuel for stronger discipline. Avoid the trap of waiting for motivation. Motivation is unstable. It rises and falls with mood and environment. Discipline does not depend on mood. It depends on decision. When you feel resistance, acknowledge it without surrendering to it. Act anyway. Each time you act despite discomfort, you increase your tolerance for effort. Use measurable goals for small wins. Instead of vague intentions, define clear outcomes. Read 10 pages. Write 500 words. Complete one focused session. Clean one section of your workspace. Clear targets make success visible. Visible success strengthens belief. Track your progress daily. Record completed tasks in a notebook or planner. Seeing tangible evidence of effort reinforces positive behavior. This record becomes proof during moments of doubt. When your mind questions your ability, you can look at your past actions and respond with facts. Guard your reactions during setbacks. Discipline is tested most when things go wrong. If you miss a goal or make a mistake, avoid harsh self-criticism. Instead, analyze calmly. Identify what caused the lapse and adjust. The ability to recover quickly from failure is itself a small win. Recovery builds resilience. Create intentional discomfort regularly. Choose activities that stretch your limits slightly. Take a cold shower for a short period. Complete a difficult task before easier ones. Speak up in a meeting when you would normally stay silent. These controlled challenges expand your comfort zone. Each completed challenge increases mental endurance. Limit negotiation with yourself. When you begin debating whether to complete a task, you weaken discipline. Reduce internal discussion by deciding in advance. Set fixed times for key activities. When the time arrives, begin immediately. Action prevents overthinking. Strengthen attention to detail. Finish tasks thoroughly rather than partially. Clean your workspace fully instead of quickly. Complete assignments carefully instead of rushing. Excellence in small matters trains the mind to value precision. Surround yourself with cues that support effort. Keep reminders of your goals visible. Place meaningful quotes or written commitments in your workspace. These visual prompts reinforce intention during moments of hesitation. Celebrate completion quietly. Take a brief moment to acknowledge the effort you invested. This internal recognition reinforces positive identity. You become someone who finishes what they start. Build a routine of daily evaluation. Before sleeping, ask yourself whether you honored your commitments. If yes, recognize the discipline. If not, identify the reason without excuses. Honest reflection strengthens responsibility. Avoid comparing your small wins to someone else's large achievements. Your growth is personal. What challenges you today may be simple for someone else. Focus on your own improvement. Understand that discipline compounds. One small win may seem insignificant, but repeated daily, it transforms your behavior. 10 disciplined actions per day equals 70 per week. Over months, this accumulation reshapes your standards. Protect your energy so you can sustain effort. Exhaustion weakens self-control. Prioritize rest and recovery to maintain consistency. Discipline requires energy. Refuse to ignore minor responsibilities. Answer important messages promptly. Pay bills on time. Keep your commitments. Handling small duties efficiently prevents mental clutter and builds reliability. Practice delayed gratification. When tempted by immediate pleasure that conflicts with your goals, pause. Remind yourself of the long-term benefit of restraint. Choosing long-term gain over short-term comfort strengthens willpower. Develop patience with progress. Growth through small wins is steady but not dramatic. Trust the process. Avoid the urge to seek quick transformation. Use challenges as training opportunities. When faced with a demanding situation, treat it as practice for resilience. Completing it successfully adds to your collection of wins. Maintain physical posture that reflects discipline. Stand upright, move with intention. Your body language influences mental state. Controlled posture reinforces controlled thinking. Reduce exposure to environments that weaken resolve. Spend less time in settings that encourage laziness or distraction. Environment influences behavior more than most people realize. Remind yourself that mental strength is earned daily. It is not inherited. It is built through action. Each small disciplined decision adds weight to your character. View discipline as self-respect in action. When you honor your commitments, you demonstrate that your goals matter. This internal alignment reduces conflict and increases clarity. Persist when results are not immediately visible. Many efforts produce delayed rewards. Continue building small wins even when external recognition is absent. Keep your focus on progress, not perfection. If you improve slightly each week, you are moving forward. Consistent forward motion builds unstoppable momentum. Over time, these small victories reshape your identity. You no longer see yourself as someone who struggles with discipline. You see yourself as someone who follows through. That identity influences future choices automatically. Mental discipline is strengthened in quiet moments. It grows when you wake up on time, complete planned tasks, speak honestly, and control impulses. These acts seem simple, yet they build an unshakable foundation. Continue choosing the harder right over the easier wrong. Continue completing the small task when no one is watching. Continue honoring your commitments when it would be simpler to avoid them. With each decision, you become stronger. Small wins accumulate into large transformation. They sharpen focus, increase confidence, and build resilience. Through steady repetition, discipline becomes natural. And when discipline becomes natural, productivity rises without struggle. Chapter 5. Master deep work for maximum productivity. Deep work is the ability to concentrate intensely on a demanding task without allowing your mind to drift. It is rare in a world that rewards quick replies and constant availability. Yet it is the skill that separates average performance from exceptional results. When you work deeply, You produce higher quality outcomes in less time. You think clearly. You solve complex problems. You create work that has real value. Shallow effort keeps you busy. Deep effort moves you forward. Many people fill their day with activity and still feel unproductive. They answer messages, attend meetings, switch between tasks, and respond to small requests. At the end of the day, they feel tired but not satisfied. This happens because their attention never reaches full intensity. Important tasks require sustained thought. Without depth, progress remains slow. To master deep work, begin by identifying the tasks that truly require concentration. These are activities that push your limits and contribute significantly to your long-term goals. Writing, strategic planning, learning new skills, analyzing data, building systems, and solving complex challenges fall into this category. These tasks demand quiet thinking and uninterrupted time. Schedule deep work sessions deliberately. Do not leave them to chance. Choose specific hours in your calendar and protect them firmly. Treat this time as a serious appointment. When you schedule deep work, you send a signal to yourself that meaningful effort matters. Before beginning a session, define a clear objective. Know exactly what you want to accomplish. A vague intention leads to wandering attention. A defined outcome sharpens your mind. Decide how much progress you aim to make during the session. This creates urgency and direction. Prepare your environment carefully. Eliminate all unnecessary devices and materials. Silence notifications completely. Close unrelated tabs. Inform others that you are unavailable during this period if possible. The fewer external interruptions, the deeper you can go. Start with manageable durations. If you are new to deep work, begin with 45 minutes. As your concentration improves, extend the duration gradually. Training attention is similar to strengthening a muscle. Overloading it too quickly leads to fatigue. During deep work, focus on quality over speed. Rushing reduces depth. Move carefully through complex ideas. Think fully. Write clearly. Solve problems step by step. Allow your mind to engage deeply without pressure to multitask. Expect mental resistance during the first minutes. Your mind may seek stimulation or easier tasks. Stay steady. Continue working calmly. After a short period, your focus will settle. This transition is crucial. Many people quit before reaching this state. Use time blocks separated by intentional breaks. After completing a session, step away from your workspace briefly. Move your body. Breathe deeply. Avoid digital distractions during breaks. Allow your brain to recover naturally. Measure your deep work hours weekly. Track how many hours you spend in genuine concentration. Improvement in this number often leads directly to improved output. Honest measurement prevents self-deception. Avoid overloading your day with shallow commitments. Meetings, emails, and minor tasks should not dominate your schedule. Batch them together in designated periods. Protect the prime hours of your day for demanding work. Recognize that deep work requires mental energy. Maintain physical health to support cognitive performance. Eat nourishing meals. Stay hydrated. Sleep consistently. Physical neglect weakens concentration. Reduce unnecessary context switching. Jumping between unrelated tasks drains mental resources. Group similar tasks together. Complete one type of activity before moving to another. Cultivate patience with complex tasks. Important projects rarely provide immediate gratification. Accept the slow process of thinking, revising, and refining. Patience allows ideas to mature. Limit external input before deep work sessions. Avoid consuming distracting media beforehand. Begin with a clear mind. Mental clutter interferes with depth. Develop rituals that signal the beginning of deep work. This could be clearing your desk, reviewing your objective, or taking a few slow breaths. Consistent rituals train your brain to shift into focused mode quickly. Guard your mindset carefully. If you approach deep work with doubt, your performance weakens. Remind yourself that focused effort strengthens skill. Confidence grows through practice. Embrace boredom outside of work sessions. Constant stimulation reduces your tolerance for concentration. Allow moments of quiet during the day. This builds mental endurance. Set ambitious but realistic targets for each session. Challenging goals stretch your ability without overwhelming you. Balanced difficulty maintains engagement. Learn to distinguish between urgent and important tasks. Urgent matters demand immediate attention, but may not contribute significantly to long-term success. Important tasks require depth and produce lasting value. Prioritize importance over urgency whenever possible. Communicate boundaries clearly to colleagues or family members. Explain your deep work schedule respectfully. When others understand your commitment, they are more likely to support it. Reflect on completed sessions. Evaluate what worked well and what distracted you. Adjust your approach accordingly. Continuous refinement strengthens effectiveness. Accept that some days will feel more productive than others. Do not abandon the practice during less productive periods. Consistency builds long-term mastery. Avoid checking results too frequently during sessions. Stay immersed in the process. Evaluation can wait until the end. This prevents breaking concentration prematurely. Train yourself to finish sessions even when motivation decreases. Completing the full block reinforces discipline. Use written notes to capture stray thoughts that arise during work. Instead of acting on them immediately, write them down and return to your task. This prevents mental wandering. Protect your most mentally demanding tasks for times when you are naturally alert. Observe your daily energy patterns. Schedule deep work accordingly. View deep work as a skill that compounds. The more you practice, the faster you enter concentration and the longer you can sustain it. Avoid overcommitting socially or professionally in ways that erode your ability to focus. Guard your time with intention. Recognize the satisfaction that comes from meaningful progress. Shallow tasks rarely provide lasting fulfillment. Deep work creates a sense of accomplishment. Stay present with the task in front of you. When your mind drifts to future worries or past mistakes, gently redirect it. Build a long-term routine where deep work becomes standard rather than exceptional. When it becomes part of your identity, productivity rises naturally. You have the capacity to produce remarkable work, but it requires sustained attention. In a distracted environment, depth becomes a competitive advantage. Those who master it achieve more with less noise. Choose to value concentration, protect it fiercely, train it patiently. Each focused hour builds skill, clarity, and confidence. Over time, deep work transforms not only your output but your mindset. You begin to approach challenges with calm intensity. You trust your ability to handle complexity. Mastering deep work is a commitment to excellence. It demands discipline, structure, and resilience. Yet the rewards are substantial. You produce work that stands out. You complete projects efficiently. You experience genuine progress. Dedicate yourself to this practice consistently. In a world filled with distraction, depth is rare. Make it your strength. Chapter 6. Rewire negative thoughts into productive action. Your mind speaks to you all day. Sometimes the voice is calm and supportive. Other times it is critical, fearful, or doubtful. Negative thoughts are not unusual. They are part of being human. The problem begins when you accept them as facts instead of mental events. When left unexamined, they drain energy, weaken confidence, and delay action. Productivity does not suffer because of difficulty alone. It suffers because of the meaning you attach to difficulty. Rewiring negative thoughts begins with awareness. Many thoughts pass through your mind without question. You may think, "This is too hard, I am not capable, I always fail at this," or "this will not work." These statements feel automatic. They arise quickly and influence behavior before you notice them. The first step is to slow down and observe your thinking pattern. When you feel hesitation, frustration, or anxiety, pause briefly. Ask yourself what thought just crossed your mind. Put it into clear words. Writing it down helps make it visible. Once a thought is written, it loses some of its emotional intensity. It becomes something you can analyze rather than something controlling you. Next, question the accuracy of that thought. Is it fully true, partially true, or exaggerated? The mind often generalizes based on limited evidence. One mistake becomes proof of total incompetence. One setback becomes evidence of permanent failure. Replace broad conclusions with specific observations. Instead of saying you always fail, identify what exactly did not work and why. This shift from emotional reaction to rational evaluation strengthens clarity. Separate facts from interpretation. The fact might be that a project was rejected. The interpretation might be that you are not talented. Facts are neutral. Interpretations carry emotion. By distinguishing between them, you regain control. Focus on what can be improved rather than attacking your identity. Shift your internal language from helplessness to responsibility. If you think, there is nothing I can do, you surrender control. Ask instead, what action is available right now? Even small actions count. You may not control the entire outcome, but you control your response. Responsibility brings power back into your hands. Transform negative thoughts into instructions for improvement. If you think, I am not prepared, convert it into, I need more preparation. This subtle change turns emotion into action. The mind moves from complaint to solution. Solutions lead to progress. Practice deliberate reframing. When faced with a challenge, train yourself to search for growth within it. Instead of focusing on inconvenience, look for skill development. Difficult tasks often stretch ability. Viewing them as training rather than threats reduces fear. Monitor self-criticism carefully. Harsh internal dialogue weakens performance. Discipline does not require insult. You can correct mistakes firmly without attacking yourself. Replace statements like I am terrible at this with I need more practice in this area. Precision improves behavior more effectively than judgment. Use evidence from past success to challenge doubt. Keep a record of completed achievements, no matter how small. When negative thoughts claim you cannot succeed, review that evidence. Facts disrupt irrational beliefs. Limit exposure to influences that reinforce negativity. Constant comparison, pessimistic conversations, or discouraging environments strengthen unhelpful thinking. Choose supportive surroundings when possible. Develop a habit of daily reflection. Spend a few minutes reviewing your thoughts after challenging situations. Identify patterns. Do certain tasks trigger specific doubts? Awareness reveals recurring themes that require attention. Control physical state to influence mental state. Negative thoughts intensify when you are exhausted, hungry, or tense. Maintain steady breathing during stressful moments. Relax your shoulders. Stand upright. Physical adjustments can calm mental reactions. Replace rumination with structured problem solving. Rumination repeats the same concern without progress. Structured thinking asks clear questions. What is the problem? What are possible solutions? Which action can be taken first? Write answers down. This moves your mind forward. Practice gratitude intentionally. Identify aspects of your situation that are working well. Gratitude shifts focus from deficiency to opportunity. It does not ignore problems but balances perspective. Avoid predicting failure without evidence. The mind often imagines worst-case scenarios. Instead of assuming negative outcomes, consider multiple possibilities. Balanced thinking reduces unnecessary anxiety. Develop emotional tolerance. Some discomfort is unavoidable during growth. Accept temporary unease without labeling it as failure. Courage grows when you act despite nervousness. Use short affirming statements grounded in truth. For example, I am capable of learning this, or I have overcome challenges before. Avoid unrealistic claims. Choose statements supported by evidence. Visualize taking constructive action. Mental rehearsal prepares the brain for real effort. Picture yourself handling obstacles calmly and working through them step by step. Create distance from your thoughts by reminding yourself that thoughts are mental events, not commands. You can observe them without obeying them. Set clear daily objectives to reduce mental drift. When your goals are defined, negative thoughts have less space to dominate. Practice responding rather than reacting. When criticism or difficulty appears, pause before answering. Thoughtful responses prevent emotional escalation. Maintain realistic expectations. Growth takes time. Expecting immediate perfection invites frustration. Accept gradual improvement. Seek feedback constructively. Honest input reveals areas for development. Treat feedback as information rather than personal attack. Limit overgeneralization. One unsuccessful attempt does not define your ability. Evaluate each event individually. Use setbacks as data. Analyze what did not work and adjust accordingly. Data guides improvement. Build resilience through exposure. The more you face challenging tasks, the less intimidating they become. Encourage yourself with the same fairness you would offer a friend. Balanced self-talk improves persistence. Practice forgiveness for past mistakes. Holding on to regret drains present focus. Learn and move forward. Train attention to return to the present moment. Negative thinking often lives in imagined futures or remembered failures. Strengthen belief through action. Each productive step weakens doubt. Repetition builds new mental pathways. Each time you replace a negative thought with constructive direction, you rewire neural patterns. Understand that you are not your thoughts. You are the one observing them. This perspective grants authority over mental activity. Stay consistent with this practice. Mental change requires repetition. Over time, negative thoughts lose their automatic control. They become signals for adjustment rather than obstacles. Your response becomes measured. Your actions become deliberate. When you convert doubt into direction, frustration into learning, and fear into preparation, productivity rises naturally. The mind becomes an ally instead of an adversary. Rewiring thinking patterns is not about blind optimism. It is about disciplined realism. It is about choosing interpretations that lead to growth rather than paralysis. Continue practicing awareness. Continue questioning assumptions. Continue taking constructive action. Each deliberate response strengthens mental resilience. A trained mind does not eliminate negative thoughts entirely. It handles them with clarity and purpose. That clarity transforms internal conflict into forward motion. Through steady effort, your thinking becomes structured, solution-focused, and grounded. This mental discipline fuels consistent productivity and long-term success. Chapter 7. Design a morning routine that energizes performance. The way you begin your morning shapes the quality of your entire day. Before the world makes demands, before messages arrive, before responsibilities compete for attention, there is a quiet window of influence. In that window, you either take command of your state or allow circumstances to dictate it. A deliberate morning routine is not about rigid perfection. It is about building a foundation of clarity, strength, and intention that carries into every task that follows. When you wake up, your brain transitions from rest to alertness. This period is sensitive. What you do in the first moments programs your mental direction. If you immediately expose yourself to noise, urgency, or comparison, your nervous system shifts into reaction mode. Instead, begin with control. Rise at a consistent time each day. Consistency regulates your internal clock and improves mental sharpness. Avoid reaching for your phone as the first action. Give your mind space to awaken without external input. Sit upright in silence for a few minutes. Take slow, steady breaths. Feel the air entering and leaving your lungs. This simple act grounds you. It signals calm authority over your thoughts. Hydrate early. During sleep, your body loses fluids. Drinking water upon waking restores physical balance and supports cognitive performance. Small physical adjustments influence mental clarity more than you may realize. Move your body deliberately. This does not require an intense workout unless that aligns with your goals. Stretching, light strength exercises, or a short walk stimulates circulation and increases alertness. Physical movement activates energy naturally. You begin to feel awake rather than forced into activity. After movement, take time to review your intentions for the day. Identify the most important task that deserves your strongest effort. Write it down clearly. Seeing it on paper strengthens commitment. When your priority is defined early, decision fatigue decreases later. Engage in brief mental preparation. Close your eyes and visualize yourself completing your main task with focus and calm. Imagine obstacles appearing and yourself handling them steadily. This rehearsal builds confidence and reduces hesitation when challenges arise. Include a short period of reading or learning. Even 10 minutes of thoughtful material stimulates growth. Choose content that aligns with your long-term objectives. This habit reminds you that development is continuous. Maintain simplicity in your routine. Overcomplicating mornings creates stress. Select a few key actions that energize and center you. Perform them consistently. Repetition strengthens identity. Eat a balanced breakfast that supports steady energy. Avoid heavy or overly processed foods that create sluggishness. Nutrition influences mood and concentration. Fuel your body with intention. Protect your early hours from unnecessary conversation or digital clutter. This time is strategic. Use it to strengthen yourself before engaging outwardly. Establish a consistent sequence. When actions follow the same order daily, your brain transitions smoothly. Routine reduces hesitation. You move from step to step with minimal resistance. Track your adherence to your routine. At the end of each week, evaluate how often you completed it fully. Adjust realistically if necessary. Improvement is built through reflection. Avoid rushing. Wake early enough to complete your routine without pressure. Haste creates tension that undermines the purpose of the morning structure. Incorporate a brief gratitude practice. Identify specific aspects of your life that you appreciate. Gratitude fosters stability and reduces unnecessary comparison. Set clear boundaries for when work begins. Once your routine ends, transition intentionally into productivity. This separation strengthens mental focus. If mornings feel difficult, examine your evenings. Late nights weaken morning discipline. Prepare for success by setting consistent sleep times. Dress intentionally. Even if working from home, wear clothing that signals readiness. External presentation influences internal state. Keep your environment orderly. A clean space promotes calm concentration. Spend a few minutes tidying if necessary. Include affirming self-talk grounded in truth. Remind yourself of your capacity to handle the day's responsibilities. Avoid unrealistic statements. Choose confidence based on effort and preparation. Build resilience gradually. If you currently wake late, adjust in small increments rather than extreme changes. Sustainable progress matters more than dramatic shifts. Avoid comparing your routine to others. What energizes one person may not suit another. Design a structure that aligns with your goals and personality. Incorporate exposure to natural light if possible. Sunlight supports wakefulness and mood regulation. Limit decision-making early in the day. Prepare clothing, meals, and materials the night before. Fewer choices conserve mental energy. Approach your routine with seriousness but not rigidity. Flexibility allows adaptation when necessary, yet discipline ensures consistency. Remember that mornings are training grounds. Each disciplined action strengthens willpower for later tasks. If setbacks occur, resume immediately the next day. Avoid abandoning the entire system because of one missed morning. Gradually extend productive work into the hours following your routine. Early accomplishment builds momentum. Stay aware of your emotional state. If anxiety appears, return to slow breathing. Regain composure before proceeding. Use journaling briefly to clarify thoughts. Writing reduces mental clutter and increases focus. Design your routine to support long-term sustainability rather than short-term intensity. Recognize that energy is cultivated, not found. Structured mornings create energy through deliberate action. Remain patient as habits solidify. Consistency transforms effort into ease. Avoid multitasking during your routine. Be fully present in each step. Strengthen your sense of purpose daily by reminding yourself why your goals matter. Maintain calm authority over your time. Refuse to allow immediate demands to disrupt your foundation. Evaluate periodically whether your routine continues to serve you. Adjust thoughtfully when needed. Build pride in your ability to begin each day with intention. Understand that how you start influences how you continue. Commit to honoring your morning structure even when motivation feels low. Design it carefully. Execute it steadily. Protect it consistently. A powerful morning routine is not about perfection. It is about direction. It centers your mind, activates your body, and clarifies your priorities. When you begin each day grounded and deliberate, performance improves naturally. Through steady repetition, mornings become a source of strength that carries into every challenge you face. Chapter 8. Prioritize high-impact tasks every single day. Every day presents more tasks than you can realistically complete. Messages arrive, requests appear, small obligations stack up, and unexpected problems demand attention. If you attempt to treat everything as equally important, your energy will scatter and your progress will slow. Productivity is not about doing more things. It is about doing the right things consistently. The ability to prioritize high-impact tasks each day is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. High-impact tasks are those that create meaningful progress toward your long-term goals. They move projects forward, build essential skills, generate income, improve health, or strengthen key relationships. They often require effort and concentration. They may not feel urgent, yet their results compound over time. In contrast, low-impact tasks create the illusion of productivity. They keep you busy but do not significantly change your future. To prioritize effectively, you must define what matters most. Without clear long-term direction, daily choices become reactive. Take time weekly to identify your primary objectives. These objectives should be specific and measurable. When you know what you are working toward, it becomes easier to identify which daily actions contribute directly to that outcome. At the start of each day, select 1 to 3 tasks that will produce the greatest return on your effort. Limit the number deliberately. Overloading your list reduces clarity. A short list increases commitment. Write these tasks down clearly. Make them visible. Treat them as non-negotiable commitments. Distinguish between urgency and importance. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention because they have deadlines or external pressure. Important tasks contribute significantly to your goals. Sometimes they overlap, but often they do not. Many urgent matters are minor. Learn to evaluate calmly before reacting. Ask yourself whether the task will still matter in a week or a month. This question filters trivial demands. Schedule high-impact tasks during your most alert hours. Observe when your energy peaks. For many people, this occurs in the morning. Protect that window for meaningful work. Avoid filling it with routine administrative duties. Use your strongest mental hours wisely. Break large, high-impact tasks into clear, manageable steps. Complexity can create hesitation. When the next action is defined precisely, starting becomes easier. Instead of thinking about completing an entire project, focus on drafting one section or analyzing one component. Remove distractions completely during priority work. Eliminate interruptions before beginning. Silence devices. Close unnecessary applications. Inform others of your focused period if possible. Protect this time as if it were an important meeting. Accept that prioritizing high-impact work often requires saying no to less significant activities. This may feel uncomfortable. Some requests may appear reasonable but do not align with your objectives. Declining respectfully preserves your time for what truly matters. Evaluate tasks based on potential outcomes rather than effort required. Some activities require minimal time yet create significant value. Others consume hours with little return. Learn to recognize this difference. Develop a daily review practice. At the end of each day, assess whether you completed your high-impact tasks. If not, analyze why. Adjust tomorrow accordingly. This reflection strengthens accountability. Avoid the trap of perfectionism. High-impact tasks should be executed with care, but not endless revision. Progress matters more than flawless detail. Complete meaningful work and refine when necessary. Delegate or eliminate low-value tasks whenever possible. If a task does not require your unique skill, consider whether it can be handled by someone else or simplified. Protect your mental clarity by limiting decision fatigue. Prepare your priority list the evening before. This prevents morning confusion and hesitation. Recognize that prioritization is a daily discipline. Circumstances change. New information appears. Reassess calmly if adjustments are required. but avoid abandoning your primary focus easily. Track the long-term impact of your priorities over weeks and months. Notice how consistent attention to high-value tasks changes your results. Skills improve, projects advance, confidence strengthens. Guard against procrastination disguised as preparation. Sometimes you may spend excessive time organizing or researching to avoid beginning the real work. Identify when preparation becomes avoidance. Set realistic expectations for daily output. Trying to accomplish too much weakens performance. Focus deeply on fewer tasks rather than shallowly on many. Use clear criteria to evaluate impact. Ask whether the task builds expertise, increases revenue, strengthens health, or advances strategic goals. If it does not, reconsider its priority. Cultivate discipline in starting priority tasks promptly. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Begin with the resources available. Maintain a written list of ongoing major projects. Review it regularly to ensure daily tasks align with broader objectives. Avoid constant task switching. Once you begin a high-impact activity, remain committed until a meaningful milestone is reached. Accept temporary discomfort. Important work often feels demanding. Discomfort signals growth, not failure. Create boundaries for interruptions. Politely delay non-essential conversations until after priority tasks are completed. Build pride in completing meaningful work. Satisfaction from true progress outweighs the fleeting relief of finishing trivial tasks. Stay adaptable but firm. Unexpected events may require adjustment. Reevaluate logically rather than emotionally. Limit exposure to comparison. Focus on your own priorities rather than reacting to others' agendas. Develop courage to tackle complex tasks first rather than postponing them. Align daily priorities with personal values. When actions reflect values, motivation strengthens naturally. Understand that high-impact work compounds. Small, consistent steps lead to substantial transformation over time. Refuse to confuse business with achievement. Measure success by progress, not activity. Preserve energy for what matters. Avoid draining yourself on minor obligations early in the day. Use written reminders of your long-term vision to reinforce daily discipline. Evaluate whether recurring low-value tasks can be reduced or automated. Maintain clarity about why each priority matters. Purpose increases commitment. Stay patient with long-term projects. Significant achievements rarely appear overnight. Recognize that effective prioritization reduces stress. When you know what truly matters, decisions become simpler. Continue refining your ability to distinguish impact from noise. Hold yourself accountable for how you allocate time. Protect your future by choosing your daily focus wisely. When you consistently prioritize high-impact tasks, productivity multiplies. Your efforts concentrate on what creates meaningful results. Over time, the difference becomes clear. While others remain busy, you move forward with intention. That discipline builds success steadily and reliably. Chapter 9. Protect your energy to sustain peak output. Your ability to produce at a high level is not determined by how many hours you work. It is determined by how well you manage and protect your energy. Peak output is never sustained by force. It is sustained by intelligent regulation of your physical strength, emotional stability, and mental clarity. When your energy is guarded with discipline, your work sharpens. When your energy is scattered, even simple tasks feel heavy. If you want consistent excellence, you must treat your energy as your most valuable asset. Every day, you wake up with a limited reserve. Some people spend that reserve carelessly. They scroll through negativity before their feet touch the floor. They react to messages immediately. They let minor inconveniences drain emotional strength. By midday, they feel depleted without accomplishing anything meaningful. The problem is not workload. The problem is leakage. Energy leaks through distraction, conflict, overcommitment, and poor boundaries. Protecting your energy begins with awareness. Notice what leaves you feeling clear and strong. Notice what leaves you irritated or exhausted. Pay attention to patterns. Certain conversations drain you because they revolve around complaints. Certain habits exhaust you because they lack intention. When you identify drains, you gain control. You can reduce exposure, limit time, or change how you engage. Physical energy forms the foundation. Without it, motivation collapses. Sleep is not laziness, it is maintenance. Consistent rest stabilizes mood, sharpens focus, and improves decision-making. Hydration supports cognitive function. Nutritious meals sustain stamina. Movement activates circulation and enhances alertness. These are not optional luxuries for high performers, they are non-negotiable standards. When you respect your body supports your ambition. Mental energy requires boundaries. Constant notifications fragment attention. Each interruption forces your brain to reset. Over time, this erodes depth of thought. Schedule uninterrupted blocks for focused work. Silence devices. Close unnecessary tabs. Create an environment that signals seriousness. The more protected your attention becomes, the more powerful your output grows. Emotional energy demands maturity. Frustration, resentment, and comparison consume enormous reserves. When you replay arguments or measure yourself against others, your mind wastes strength that could be directed toward progress. Develop the habit of releasing what does not serve your mission. This does not mean suppressing emotions. It means processing them quickly and choosing a constructive response. Learn to say no without guilt. Every yes is a commitment of time and energy. When you accept obligations that do not align with your priorities, you dilute your effectiveness. Protecting your energy sometimes means disappointing others in the short term to remain aligned with your long-term goals. Respect for your own capacity is not selfish, it is strategic. Structure your day around your natural peaks. Notice when you feel most alert. For some, it is early morning. For others, late evening. Reserve demanding tasks for these windows. Handle lighter responsibilities when your focus dips. This alignment prevents burnout and maximizes quality. Guard your environment carefully. Cluttered spaces create subtle stress. Organized surroundings promote calm concentration. Noise can disturb thought flow. If possible, choose a workspace that supports clarity. Even small adjustments, such as tidying your desk or adjusting lighting, can improve mental stamina. Digital consumption requires discipline. Endless streams of information overload your mind. Select what you allow into your awareness. Follow content that educates or inspires. Limit exposure to negativity or controversy that offers no practical benefit. Your attention is finite. Spend it deliberately. Recovery is as important as effort. High output cannot be maintained without strategic rest. Short breaks restore focus. Brief walks clear mental fog. Deep breathing stabilizes nervous system responses. Intentional pauses prevent long-term fatigue. Recovery is not weakness, it is preparation for the next surge of effort. Protecting energy also involves inner dialogue. Self-criticism drains motivation. Replace harsh judgment with constructive evaluation. When mistakes happen, analyze them calmly and adjust. This preserves confidence while promoting growth. Your internal tone influences how long you can sustain performance. Surround yourself with people who elevate standards. Energy is contagious. Motivated individuals inspire progress. Complainers spread stagnation. Choose associations that reinforce ambition and integrity. Healthy relationships add strength instead of subtracting it. Set clear priorities to avoid scattering effort. When everything feels urgent, stress multiplies. Define what truly matters each day. Direct energy toward those targets first. Completion of meaningful tasks generates momentum and reduces anxiety. Protecting your energy also requires managing expectations. Unrealistic goals create chronic pressure. Challenge yourself, but remain practical. Sustainable growth occurs through steady improvement, not reckless overextension. Respect your current capacity while expanding it gradually. Monitor stress levels honestly. Short-term stress can sharpen focus. Prolonged stress damages health and productivity. If tension remains constant, identify its source. Adjust workload, improve time management, or seek support. Ignoring chronic strain leads to burnout. Develop rituals that reset your mind. This could be journaling at the end of the day, reviewing achievements, or planning tomorrow's tasks. Closure reduces mental clutter and supports restful sleep. A clear mind restores energy more effectively. Avoid multitasking. Splitting focus drains cognitive resources. Single tasking increases efficiency and reduces fatigue. When you immerse yourself in one objective, progress accelerates and mental strain decreases. Protect your mornings from chaos. The first hour shapes momentum. Avoid diving immediately into external demands. Establish calm control before engaging the world. A steady start preserves composure for the rest of the day. Recognize that perfectionism often disguises fear. Excessive refinement wastes energy. Aim for excellence, not flawlessness. Deliver high-quality work, then move forward. Progress conserves strength, obsession depletes it. Practice gratitude intentionally. Appreciation shifts perspective and reduces emotional drain. When you acknowledge progress and opportunity, resilience strengthens. Gratitude stabilizes mindset under pressure. Invest in learning. Skill development increases efficiency. The more competent you become, the less energy tasks require. Mastery reduces friction and builds confidence. Respect limits without surrendering ambition. There will be days when output declines. Instead of frustration, evaluate calmly. Adjust pace, recover, and return stronger. Sustainable peak performance is built on cycles of effort and restoration. Remember that energy follows focus. When you obsess over obstacles, exhaustion grows. When you concentrate on solutions, momentum builds. Direct attention wisely. Ultimately, protecting your energy is an act of leadership over your own life. It means refusing to let distractions dictate your state. It means creating conditions that support excellence. It means understanding that long-term achievement depends on consistent strength, not sporadic bursts. When you manage your energy deliberately, your output becomes reliable. Your work improves in quality. Your decisions become sharper. Your resilience increases. Instead of feeling drained by your ambitions, you feel strengthened by them. Guard your energy with discipline, and you will sustain performance at a level that others cannot maintain. Chapter 10. Commit to consistent growth without excuses. Growth does not happen by accident. It requires deliberate action every single day. The difference between those who improve steadily and those who remain stagnant lies in commitment. Commitment to growth is not about occasional bursts of effort or waiting for motivation to appear. It is about consistent practice, self-reflection, and decision-making that prioritizes progress over comfort. Excuses are the enemy of this process. They create false justification for inaction and allow stagnation to feel acceptable. Excuses might appear logical, yet they quietly steal potential. To achieve meaningful transformation, you must remove them entirely. Consistent growth begins with self-awareness. Understand where you currently stand in terms of skills, habits, and mindset. Be brutally honest with yourself without judgment. Identifying weaknesses is not a critique, it is an opportunity for improvement. Assess what is working and what is holding you back. Without clarity, efforts scatter and progress remains uneven. Next, set clear goals. Goals provide direction for action. They must be specific, measurable, and realistic. Avoid vague intentions such as "I want to be better." Instead, define precise targets. I will read one educational book per week, or I will complete a focused exercise session daily. Concrete goals transform abstract ambition into actionable steps. Break goals into manageable daily actions. Growth is the cumulative result of consistent small efforts. Large objectives can feel intimidating and paralyzing. By defining the smallest effective action you can take every day, you maintain forward momentum. These micro-actions add up to significant change over time. Remove reliance on motivation. Motivation fluctuates. Waiting for it delays action. Discipline substitutes for inconsistent feelings. Decide in advance to act regardless of mood. Consistency strengthens identity. When you consistently honor commitments, you build confidence in your capability to follow through. Take responsibility fully. Avoid blaming circumstances, other people, or perceived limitations. While external factors may influence conditions, your response is entirely under your control. Growth is a product of choices, not chance. When you accept full responsibility, Excuses lose power and your energy is redirected towards solutions. Develop a learning mindset. Every day presents opportunities to expand knowledge, refine skills, and improve understanding. Seek feedback openly and process it constructively. Treat failure as data rather than defeat. Reflection converts setbacks into lessons. The consistent application of insight accelerates growth. Structure your environment to support progress. Remove temptations that encourage procrastination or negative habits. Surround yourself with reminders of your goals. Choose people who inspire improvement rather than reinforce stagnation. Energy flows toward what you focus on consistently. Track progress rigorously. Maintain a journal, checklist, or digital record of completed tasks and lessons learned. Regularly reviewing your achievements strengthens confidence and highlights areas needing more attention. Tangible evidence of progress sustains momentum when internal motivation dips. Prioritize long-term benefit over short-term comfort. Growth often requires actions that feel inconvenient or challenging in the moment. This could be completing focused work before leisure, resisting distractions, or practicing new skills repeatedly. Each act of intentional effort compounds into mastery. Maintain patience. Significant transformation does not occur overnight. Daily incremental improvement is more powerful than intermittent bursts of extreme effort. Trust the process. Avoid comparing yourself to others or measuring success by unrealistic timelines. Your growth trajectory is unique. Eliminate all forms of rationalization. Excuses disguise fear, fatigue, or reluctance as justification. Recognize them when they arise. Counteract them with clear reasoning and immediate action. If you think "I am too tired," you take a small but purposeful step forward anyway. Each action reinforces resilience. Integrate reflection into your routine. At the end of the day, review actions taken and lessons learned. Identify whether decisions were aligned with your growth objectives. If misalignment occurs, adjust next steps. Reflection turns routine into purposeful improvement. Practice deliberate discomfort. Growth is rarely comfortable. Choose challenges that stretch ability, focus, or endurance. Complete them consistently. Each act of pushing limits expands capacity and reinforces self-discipline. Guard your attention rigorously. Avoid unnecessary consumption of trivial information, gossip, or negativity. Attention is finite and must be invested in actions that strengthen knowledge, skill, or mindset. Strategic focus is the backbone of continuous progress. Develop resilience to external setbacks. Life will challenge consistent effort through obstacles beyond your control. Respond without abandoning commitment. Adapt strategy as needed, but maintain forward momentum. Flexibility without surrender ensures growth is unbroken. Celebrate completion and progress without attachment. Recognize achievement to reinforce positive identity, but avoid complacency. The purpose of acknowledgement is reinforcement, not excuse for inactivity. Balance intensity with sustainability. Overexertion leads to burnout, which halts progress entirely. Create a rhythm that allows consistent application over years, rather than sporadic spikes that fade quickly. Teach yourself to act in alignment with principles rather than emotion. Temporary feelings of doubt, fatigue, or frustration are common. Your choice to persist despite discomfort builds strength and forms the habit of reliability. Reinforce identity through action. Each day you act in accordance with your growth plan, you confirm to yourself who you are becoming. Identity shapes future behavior automatically. Consistent effort gradually solidifies the person capable of sustained progress. Use failures as feedback loops. Analyze mistakes logically. Adjust approach. Avoid self-pity. Each failure is evidence of engagement, learning, and willingness to stretch limits. Prioritize skill development. Allocate daily time for practice and refinement. Skills compound over time, and incremental mastery enables higher quality output in every domain. Avoid overloading your schedule with low-value activities. Protect time for actions that deliver meaningful improvement. Every hour spent on trivial tasks reduces energy available for development. Commit to accountability. Share goals or progress reports with mentors, partners, or peers who hold you responsible. Accountability reduces the ability to rationalize inaction. Review and refine strategies regularly. Consistent growth is not just action, it is intelligent action. Evaluate results, eliminate inefficiencies, and optimize methods. Adaptation keeps momentum high. Stay vigilant against complacency. Progress often invites comfort. Remaining aware of the need for daily effort prevents stagnation from creeping in. Treat setbacks as temporary conditions rather than permanent judgments. A delayed result does not negate consistent effort. Respond with renewed commitment rather than frustration. Focus on execution. Planning and intention matter, but repeated disciplined action generates measurable growth. Execution converts ideas into capability. Protect energy to maintain quality over quantity. Consistent growth requires not only repetition but also sustained clarity, focus, and motivation. Reinforce habits through repetition. Each daily effort strengthens neural pathways, making action easier over time. The cumulative effect multiplies productivity and skill. Commit to lifelong learning. Improvement is continuous. Each day offers a chance to build, refine, or expand capability. Measure improvement honestly, not subjectively. Use tangible indicators rather than feelings alone to track progress. Data guides decision-making and prevents excuses. Integrate reflection, action, and planning into a consistent cycle. Each cycle strengthens discipline and amplifies results. Growth becomes a predictable outcome rather than a matter of chance. By removing excuses, maintaining focus, and applying effort daily, consistent growth becomes inevitable. Every choice to act, no matter how small, contributes to a stronger, more capable self. Over time, this practice transforms potential into results. Commitment without compromise ensures that you are always moving forward. Every day becomes a step toward mastery, resilience, and meaningful achievement.